As the haunting cry of an owl echoed through the air and the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Sarah Evans, our intrepid explorer, set foot in the haunted town of Ravenswood. The wind howled softly, playing an eerie tune as the quaint yet spooky town was shrouded in an oppressive silence, its streets as empty as a ghost town. The air was thick, heavy with an otherworldly presence that sent chills down her spine, and the distant rustle of leaves in the silence made her feel observed from the shadows. Ravenswood, as legend had it, was a town steeped in darkness, its history a tapestry of whispered tales about apparitions and unspeakable horrors. The occasional eerie screech in the distance told of a town known to cast long shadows over the hearts of the brave souls who dared to tread its haunted grounds. But Sarah, unperturbed by the chilling echoes and ghostly whispers, was not one to deterred easily. She was here to peel back the layers of this enigmatic town, to shine a light on the truth that lay beneath the whispers and the legends. Unseen eyes seemed to follow her every move, but amidst the symphony of unexplained sounds that filled the air, Sarah was resolved to uncover the mysteries that lay beneath Ravenswood's haunted facade. At the heart of Ravenswood, like a malignant tumor, stood the dilapidated structure of Blackthorn Manor. Sarah found herself staring at its shattered windows and worn facade, a grim sentinel of times past and dark secrets untold. Undaunted, she stepped inside, her camera recording every creaking floorboard and every fragment of tattered wallpaper peeling from the walls like ancient scrolls. The interior of the manor was a haunting labyrinth of decay and neglect, a museum of the macabre. The air was thick with dust and the scent of age, but beneath it all lurked a smell that made Sarah's skin crawl. The faint, coppery scent of blood, old and dried, but unmistakable. As she ventured deeper into the mansion's depths, she began to encounter spectral apparitions. Ethereal forms flickered in and out of existence, their ghostly whispers echoing in the silence. Their presence was chilling, but Sarah pressed on, driven by her unwavering curiosity and an insatiable thirst for the truth. But it wasn't just ghosts that haunted Blackthorn Manor. Hidden within its depths were chambers that housed grotesque abominations, creatures of nightmares. Their twisted forms slithered through the shadows, their eyes gleaming with a hunger for the living. Yet, amidst the horror, Sarah discovered remnants of the manor's past. Tattered journals and diaries, their pages filled with tales of forbidden rituals and a curse that had bound the souls of Ravenswood to eternal torment. The more she read, the more the darkness of Ravenswood began to take shape, a tapestry of terror woven over centuries. Hidden chambers revealed themselves, each one a piece of the manor's dark puzzle. Their cold stone walls held stories of a past steeped in sin and suffering, their secrets etched in the echoes of cries that had long since faded. With every horrifying encounter, Sarah's determination to expose the truth grew stronger, driving her deeper into the belly of the beast. Her journey into the heart of Blackthorn Manor was just beginning, a descent into a world where the lines between the living and the dead were blurred and the veil of reality was thin. Buried within the bowels of Blackthorn Manor, Sarah uncovered the source of Ravenswood's torment, a cursed artifact of untold power. This was no ordinary relic. It was a beacon of malevolence, a conduit for the dark forces that plagued this forsaken town. The artifact was the heart of the curse, a vile spell that bound the restless souls of Ravenswood to an eternity of torment. Sarah's investigations revealed a chilling connection. The artifact was not just the source of the curse, but also the key to its undoing. She was faced with a race against time. The artifact was a ticking time bomb, its power growing with each passing moment. If it were to be fully awakened, it would unleash horrors beyond comprehension upon the world. As the clock ticked, Sarah delved deeper into the manor's shadowy depths. Her every move was watched by unseen eyes, her every breath echoed by ghostly whispers. Yet she pressed on, driven by a resolute determination to bring an end to Ravenswood's haunting legacy. Her journey led her to the artifact's resting place, a sanctum shrouded in an oppressive darkness. A sense of dread washed over her. She could feel the artifact's power pulsating, the air around it thick with an otherworldly energy. It was here that she would face her greatest challenge yet. The ancient evil that resided within Blackthorn Manor revealed itself, a monstrous entity born of the artifact's dark power. It was an abomination, a grotesque fusion of the town's trapped souls, its form shifting and contorting in the dim light. This was the curse personified, the embodiment of the terror that had gripped Ravenswood for centuries. Sarah found herself in a terrifying struggle for survival. The entity attacked with a ferocity that was as relentless as it was terrifying, its monstrous form lashing out at her from the darkness. But Sarah was not about to back down. She fought with all her might, her spirit unyielding in the face of such overwhelming odds. With the fate of Ravenswood hanging in the balance, Sarah faced the ancient evil in a terrifying struggle for survival. In the aftermath of her battle, Sarah emerged from Blackthorn Manor, forever changed by the horrors she had faced. Her eyes, once gleaming with curiosity, now carried a profound depth, the kind that only comes from gazing into the abyss and having the abyss gaze back. As she stepped out of the manor, a palpable change swept through Ravenswood. The oppressive atmosphere that once shrouded the town seemed to lift, replaced by an air of relief and a faint glimmer of hope. The curse that had held the town in its icy grip was broken. The spectral apparitions that haunted its streets and the monstrous creatures that lurked in the shadows of Blackthorn Manor all vanished as if they were mere figments of a nightmarish dream. But for Sarah, the reality of their existence was etched deep within her. Every creaking floorboard, every flicker of an ethereal form, every grotesque creature that slithered through the shadows was now a part of her story. Her camera, her silent companion throughout this harrowing journey, was now filled with footage that would both captivate and terrify those who dared to watch. As she walked down the empty streets of Ravenswood, she reflected on the cost of her curiosity. The truth she had sought was now hers, but it came at a price. She carried with her not just the memory of the horrors she had faced, but also the weight of the knowledge that such darkness existed in the world. Despite everything, Sarah held on to her resolve. She had ventured into the heart of darkness and emerged victorious. The experience had changed her, but it had also steeled her determination. She knew that Ravenswood was just the beginning. The world was vast and filled with hidden shadows waiting to be brought to light. As Sarah left Ravenswood, her camera filled with footage of the unimaginable, she knew her journey had only just begun. The world was full of hidden darkness and she was determined to bring it to light.